Welcome to Explore English Churches, and today we're in the small village of Ashton in Northamptonshire. Probably sits about, 15 miles from Northampton itself, and we are actually at St Michael's and All Angels Church in Ashton. I've been very, very lucky today that a lovely chap, a church warden called Bernard, has come along, unlocked the church for me so that we can actually go around, have a look at the church. I do know there are some wonderful features in the church and artifacts which we're going to have a look at. I wasn't expecting to get in here today, and it was only through the kind help of this chappie called Bernard, the church warden, and so I came unprepared without any notes whatsoever. But you and we're all going to explore this wonderful church together. So bear with me and we will have a look round, see what we find. As I always say, you never know what you're going to find inside a church. And today is no exception, okay? Even I'm surprised, okay? So bear with me and we'll have a look round, and I'm sure you'll enjoy this one. Thank you very much. So as I say, here we are at St Michael's and All Angels Church in the village of Ashton. They are preparing the church for Mothering Sunday tomorrow. Okay, so I don't know what it is that they have planned for the church, but as we walk in, the first thing that you notice is this rather wonderful font. Now, they say there's very little information about the font. They don't know whether it's Saxon or Norman. Personally, myself, if anybody knows, I would actually say that it's a Norman font. They say also that the lid, ooh, look at that, was probably added in around about the 13th century. I don't think so. I think it is much, much later than that. But there are some little gems in this church, truly. We're going to take a wander down towards the chancel. As I say, it is a small church, which you will see. Now, the pulpit here, and if I just turn to my right, and I will show you the pulpit, is actually 17th century. It's rather nice. It's obviously very small in keeping with the church itself. It is decorated, as you can see, but not highly decorated. And you know me, folks, if there are steps and a pulpit, then I have to take a wander up. So here we go, and have a look, and I'm going to show you the beams. Now, what I do notice about the beams is there are no angels or gargoyles up there at all, and you will see the church is very well looked after, and it has been obviously extensively modified. Whoops, I've got to be careful. You know me, I'm always falling over the years. That's why they got this big screen up here. That's for Mothering Sunday. I have no idea what they intend to show. But here we go into the actual chancel itself. Now, one of the things that I wanted to show you, I'll show you first off what they've done. They actually have a scrapbook in this lovely case here, which they put together, and it is rather nice. If I can get the lid open, it's extremely heavy, so just bear with me a moment while I try to get this lid open. Oh dear, it's exceedingly heavy, and I'm hoping the lid's going to stay up. Yep, it does. I want to show you this scrapbook. It was put together in 1953, and it's a scrapbook of the village itself, which is very, very interesting. And it was all written out by hand, can you believe? And it shows the village. I've got to be careful here. Shows the village, And whoops-a-daisy, that's Stevie falling over again. And it is rather wonderful, and I wonder who took all the time. And it even shows the birds that you have in and around the village. How wonderful is that? Someone took a great deal of time and effort, and I'm sure that this was put together with a great deal of love. It is rather wonderful. Again, I think they must have been well into birds who put the scrapbook together. And inside, I'm not going to try to read it because it would take me forever. But these are some of the local ladies and how they were dressed way back then in 1953. And that one there is Miss Annie Haywood. That's Miss Annie Haywood. Yeah, but I thought I'd show you this scrapbook. I'm not going to go through it there. There's an old photo of the church way back in 1953. I won't go through the whole of the scrapbook with you, but it is rather... So I want to show you the stained glass window. So let's make our way up. It is a really, really nice stained glass window. I want to be able to get the best view of it for you. And if we can zoom in a little. There you go. It's rather nice. It is the only stained glass window in the church. And it's actually dedicated to someone died in Rio de Janeiro. Let's have a look. It was erected by the parishioners and others to the glory of God and loving remembrance of Reverend Charles Philip Winter, M.A., who conducted a mission in this parish November the 22nd to December the 2nd of 1890, and he died in Rio de Janeiro in 1891. It is rather lovely, isn't it? Look at the detail on that. That is absolutely super, people. Yeah, I do like that a great deal. I'm going to turn round and have a look down the church now. Oops, it's gone rather dark. Hold on 1 second. This rather large marble memorial is to Richard Lee Stocks. He was a senior justice of peace for the county of Middlesex, and he was buried here in 1715. 71 years old. He done quite well. Let's take a wander down the church. We do have poppy heads, which again we always like to see, don't we? Again, for a very small church, you know, it's in remarkable condition and it is still used, so which is a good thing. We do have a very small organ in here. The funds were raised and started in 1893 to replace the old harmonia, which was played by Lucy Linnell. In 1895, this was installed in 1895. Let's take a wander down. As I say, there are no other stained glass windows in here, but there's a couple of little hidden gems that I want to show you. You know what they say, save the best till last. It's very cold in here today. We do have the old briar there that they used to use to bring people to church for their funeral. I always get that little bit wrong, don't I? Now, here and again, I'm rather surprised to find this, is Sir John D. I'm trying to read his name. Hattershall, and he lived between 1291 and 1368. He has an awful lot of graffiti on him, and he's in a very bad shape. There's an angel there missing. I'll try and tell you a little bit more about this chap if I can. And he has like the lion at his feet. Whoops, here we go. Always great to see these in the churches. I always love to see them. They're absolutely super. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about this chap. Yes, as I say, this is Sir John de Hartshall, and he fought at the Battle of Bower Bridge in Yorkshire for Edward II in 1322. In 1342, he was appointed Lord Lieutenant in Brittany by Edward III, a position he held for some years. This chap obviously saw an awful lot of action. And now I want to show you something else that's rather special. Haha, what do we have behind us, people? This is in fact Sir Philip Lalou, and this is wooden. And this one dates back to 1329. He's in a bit of a bad shape, but it's rather sweet, isn't it? The family of Lalou were lords of the manor of ASHTON from the early 13th century. I wasn't expecting to see this here today. I really didn't know this existed in this little church. And the fact that it's wood makes it exceedingly rare, one of the rare, because you normally see the alabaster ones, but not the wooden ones. Wow. So we're going to take a wander around here, and as you can see, they have installed a small kitchenette, which is great because it proves that the church is still used and very much liked. Now, what we have here, and this is the one that truly blew me, this one, in actual fact, is a memorial, and I've got to try and get this correct if I can, so just bear with me. Yes, this indeed, I can't tell you who this is, in fact, descendant, well I say descendants of the Marriott family, who are or were founders of the Marriott hotel chain, can you believe? To be found in this tiny little village in Northamptonshire. Now I can't get any closer to it, unfortunately, because there are boxes on the floor and I can't get round to actually read it, and even if I could, it's Robert Marriott, here live. Maybe we can read that after I filmed it. Robert Marriott, yes, of the Marriott chain of hotels, can you believe? And he was obviously a baron. So let's have a little wander down. Now the church tower, which is rather sweet, has a ring, I believe, of 5 bells. And we're going to take a wander down and have a little look. I've been told I can go up and have a look. The screen itself is obviously relatively new. Let's have a look. Ooh, I've got to be careful, peeps. Bloody hell, there's some weird stairs. Let's have a little look at these bell ropes. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Yes. And they are a list of the bell ringers. And if we go across here, we can have a look down onto the church, and you can see the font, plus also gives us the ability to be able to have a look at the roof itself. As I say, it's been restored over the years, obviously. I do hope you've liked this video. Please like, subscribe, share. It does help the channel grow, and I do need the channel to grow. All my filming and editing and the equipment I use, I've paid for myself. I don't make any money at all out of these videos. But please like, subscribe, share, and that will help me a great deal. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all again soon. Take care now. Bye.